a minute, Q. I mean,
Uh,
I'm at the level that you are. If you're gonna do something loud, shouldn't you be playing?
I can. Cool.
You know, the instrument and whatnot. So they're like, who's this guy? What?
No,
this guy playing blue boss straight on top of that.
No, I can do it. We just talking.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah.
All right. So
we're
rolling.
Just let me be on the Q show. That's all I want.
All right. So we are live, and hanging with my man. I killed the camera, but I'm hanging. This is Mike Watkins, a student of mine, and he actually. No, you good. I had put you on there. You
okay?
I'm gonna be switching between.
Okay, cool.
So
okay.
say while I switch, I need to adjust it. So let me adjust my camera here because it's too high now.
All right. Cool. Oh, okay. So you're the DJ, the musician,
yeah,
and the production guy.
Yeah, I got to do it all.
You got to do it all. Okay.
So that's Mike, and I'm here. So what we got for you today? Actually, Mike purchased a new Tenor Madness horn. So the Tenor Madness, what kind is that one that you have there, Mike?
This is the Unlacquered Tenor Custom 500 SL from Mr. Randy Jones.
Yes, sir.
And man, this is a beast.
Yeah.
In every form or fashion related to vintage saxophones, Randy has successfully, in my opinion, created an instrument that is parallel to the vintage Mark VI in terms of design and sound. And so I think that what Randy is trying to do is to provide an option to get that vintage sound without having to kick out that $7,000 to $10,000
right.
You know what to your arm and your leg to get a quality sound.
Yeah. And so this one in particular, what made you want to pick this one?
Well, I wanted to get a sound that was reminiscent of the Mark VI sound, and usually the better Mark VIs that you come across out there, they're usually what I'd call a bit lacquer deficient.
Yeah.
Because they've been out there a while. Some of the earlier serial numbers from like the 30s and 40s or whatever are the horns where you pick them up and whatever, and to look at them you see half the lacquer's missing.
Right.
But when you turn around and you play those horns, I mean they're amazingly responsive.
Speaking of which, I'll grab my Mark VI.
Yeah. Do that.
Have that as an example.
Yeah. So we basically whatever that's what that's what I was looking for, was that comparable sound to the Mark VI, and I think that's what Randy has achieved at Tenor Madness. So, to give you, Q, a brief history, I was playing with a Yamaha instrument.
Right.
And, I don't want to, cast any kind of dispersions on the Yamaha brand line, because for some
get started, they're cool.
Yeah. Right, and for some cats, professionals or whatever, they're, that's their instrument, and they'll swear by it. but the that sound just I just could not get it to do what I wanted it to do.
Yeah.
And so you and I had connected, and so I was sitting in Q's studio, and so he, this is our first meeting, our first lesson, and so he said, okay, I'll just play a little something, and I'm sitting there, and my insides are shaking. Yeah, I mean, and I'm not talking about the overall quality of your sound, but just the sheer power of the vibration of the horn and the power of the instrument that you were playing, and I started to play mine, and it sounded like I was playing a toot. What is? I mean, not to mention that we worked on some embouchure issues that I was having, but I said, "What in the world? What's going on here? What?" He said, "Hey, Tenor Madness, baby. What's going on? It's Tenor Madness.
Yes, sir.
You got to, so." With that or whatever, with your help, man, you got me steered in the right direction.
Okay.
And it's made quite a difference so far.
So, what we're doing here, I'm live. We're on Tenor Madness site. So,
okay, awesome.
So this is going to be fun. So what I got lined up here is actually, this is my horn. This is the Tenor Madness. I got this one back in 2012. And this is on the website, they're called Cognac model. Basically a dark lacquered, bronze-like finish. And this one was the best combination for me. I don't have a neck on here, but I usually play a burnt nickel silver neck. A lot of you all know that one. Is that what you got on there? You use one?
No. This is the Eastman.
Oh, that's the
Neck.
Eastman. So
right.
Mine's over there.
Yeah, yours is over here.
So, okay, I'll just show. So this is mine. It's the burnt nickel silver neck, and I played a vintage auto link with my Van Doren V21. Give me that mic. Well, you got it.
Which one?
Well, I got it.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh, I think they cord.
There you go. Got it? Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, there you go.
It pulled the rubber stops off. So, all right, I got it. So, just so you'll hear the difference between them, I'll play them, and then you can hear what's happening. So this is my setup. I didn't go with the stock neck just because it was too dark. I needed something like the silver, the burnt nickel silver to help to brighten it up again. A bit, and that made the perfect combination. So, that's mine. I'm used to that, of course. Do you want me to change horns?
Yeah, change horns. Let's
then we'll do next last.
Let's change the horns, and then we'll do the next last.
Okay. So let's change horns, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna keep the same neck.
Well, I made that claim regarding the Mark 6, so we gotta play a Mark 6, and
what you want to do next? What you want to do?
Well, let's do the Mark.
Let's do the Mark first.
And then now keeping in mind that all Marks have their own signature sound to them. You're not gonna, they're going to be a little bit different. But I can tell this is a beautiful instrument, and Q's. This is Q's baby.
Yeah.
So let's just go ahead on and let him do his magic with that.
Okay. So there we go. So this is actually, some people know my story, but this horn was actually given to me by Branford Marsalis. He sent it to me after my horn got stolen. I had a Yamaha 875 black lacquered, and
Oh wow!
and that got stolen. And then Branford sent me this, and that got stolen. So somebody broke into my house with a duplex that we were living at. They stole it, but 2 weeks later they ended up bringing it back. And so when I
wait, you saying this instrument got stolen?
This instrument got stolen,
and they brought it back to you.
They brought it back. It was on the front porch. When we pulled up to our duplex, it was propped up against the door on the front porch. Yes.
Oh man!
Yeah.
Talk about God's providence.
Oh man! And people was just—that's a true story. I wrote about it in my book. So, but anyway, this I used this and I recorded with it on A Soul's Cry. So it's nice. I mean, you can't beat a Mark 6. So what happened was, a friend had found out about Tenor Madness, and so he reached out to them. He had been communicating with them about me, and they said, yeah, well, y'all just come to TMEA. And so TMEA, for those who don't know what that is, it's a big teachers, music teachers, educators type of a meeting or conference. So you'll have all of the high school, middle school, high school band directors and students who are doing the all-region or all-state jazz, or even the classical part. They'll go and do performances there in San Antonio. So it's every year. So you always have vendors that are there. And so Randy and Shirley and the team there at Tenor Madness, they go every year. And so this particular year, I was able to go and play the horns for the first time, and they really sounded good. I mean, I played on a lot of horns because of my experience from going to the NAMM show. You know, R.S. Berkeley, from Eastman to Antigua to Yanakasawa, Buffet, you know, all of them, you know. And so in Coworth, all of them, I think I played as all the horns on the market, you know, Pete Marriott. And so really, to be honest, and I'm not just saying that because I'm a TM artist, you know, but really the tenors really respond and play the best. They feel good. They're not big and bulky. The key work is really nice and even, and it's just a good balanced sound from the top to the bottom. So I ended up getting this one in 2012, and I've been playing on it ever since. And so Mike, I told him about the horns, and he's a student of mine, so he ended up getting one. And so we're here in the studio trying them out. So this right here, first of all, I just wanted to get this in your ear so that you can hear the Mark 6. What I'm going to do, I'm going to play my song from my album, the new one, Island Dance. So that's all I'm going to play.
All right, so let me be your assistant here.
So we're going to switch to now Mike's horn.
So my baby, what neck do you want to try first? You want to try the Eastman or
let's see.
Or the?
You don't want to do the stock. The stock is not happening for you.
No, the stock's not happening for me.
Well, let's do this. Let's put mine on there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm
Open that up. Is it going to fit?
It's a little tight. Let's switch it. Huh. Okay. It might be too...
Yeah, it might be a little bit too big.
Oh, no, that's where it's going. So, all right. So this is the Unlacquered 500 SL.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all know how I do it. Super stack ligature on the vintage auto link. And let's see how this works with this combination. Okay, Mike, well, you can take this home with you, and I'll hold on to this one. You like that?
That flew. Oh, man. That was awesome. I particularly liked, I mean, it was just really wide open. And not just wide open, it was, I mean, it had a huge amount of projection.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it had a huge amount of projection. So
Yeah.
let's hear a little bit more of that.
Okay. Here I go. So, that was nice. Man, I didn't think about, oh, you know what? I can do that. I can do that. I can surely do that. I'm going to try to hook up something so you can actually hear some music. And I can play over the music. Will that be all right?
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Okay. So, I think I have some play-alongs in here. Give us a second. So I usually do gigs and stuff, and I do play-alongs if I'm playing by myself. So let's see. I don't know if I have the news tracks play-alongs. I might do jazz standard or something. Oh, there go Island Dance. I gotta turn this volume up. Oh, that ain't gonna work. Okay. This is just a band in the box play along. is the Unlacquered TM. What you think, Mike?
Hey, man, I loved it. I mean, wow.
So what do we got left?
Okay,
Next.
so I mean, but what are your impressions? I mean,
okay, so all right, how does it feel to me? So it's definitely more open. You know, I got more projection, more power. It adds a different color. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and it's interesting because every time a slight difference is you feel a slight difference in your sound.
Mm-hmm.
It changes the way you play.
Right.
You
right.
know, it's
Mm-hmm.
like you have to adjust to it. It's kind of like a personality. You know, you can't be the same. We're the same person, of course, when we talk to different people.
Mm-hmm.
But every person, our relationship or the
Mm-hmm.
connection with them is a little different, right?
Right.
And so that's the thing with this horn. I feel like I need to play some more really to find the sweet spot.
Right. Right.
You know.
Right.
But it's still nice in terms of the way it's set up and the way it feels. I like it. I know the keys on there, the pearls,
Mm-hmm.
feel a little different. I got like a little dip in these.
Yeah. I feel
more
that.
of a dip.
Yeah.
It seems these are more kind of more straighter.
Yeah, it's a little
It's
flatter.
got a dip. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's got a dip, but it's not as it's not much of a cup
Right.
as like it is on mine.
And the other thing about these horns, as they are, custom horns, because you'll find that a lot of other horn manufacturers use straight tone holes.
Oh yeah.
And these horns, these TMs give you the option of either in any model, either a straight tone hole or a round tone hole.
Yeah.
And what you're listening to is a round tone hole.
Rolled, they call it.
Rolled. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. That's correct. The rolled tone hole, and I think you just get a fatter sound, all the way around with the round tone hole. Yeah, and of course, I mean that's to be perfectly honest, very subjective because some other guys might, find the straight tone holes to be much more comfortable for them in terms of what they're trying to, the sound that they're trying to get. So
you want me to
yeah.
try
So the
neck?
next that's what neck is that, by the way? Again,
this is mine.
Quamon.
This is the burnt nickel silver neck.
Okay.
Yeah, the burnt nickel silver neck that I got, Randy.
And you said that was something that was custom made for you.
Well, he had it already made,
Uh-huh.
and so I just picked through the necks.
Okay.
And this one was the one that worked the best.
Was on this
one.
Right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the next neck you're going to try is an Eastman neck that also was loaned to us from TM, from Tenor Madness. And what is this finish? Is this like a bronze kind of finish as well?
Yeah.
What is that? I mean,
it's
so
got some
bronze.
engraving on there too.
And it has some engraving
It's
on
kind of
it.
like unlacquered type look.
Yeah.
So okay, so let's try it.
So let's try
this
this one.
Eastman?
Yeah, this is the Eastman neck.
All right. Yeah, so it slides right in there. It wasn't as tough as mine.
No, I think that yours is
It was
probably the
older.
only one that
Really deep.
really
It's
deep.
deep. So I think I need to put the microphone on here. So if you just tuning in, this is Quamon Fowler here, hanging out with my man Michael Watkins. He's
All right.
student of mine, and he just got him a new Tenor Madness horn, and I'm trying it out for him, trying it out.
It narrowed the sound a little bit.
Made it narrow?
Yeah, it made it a little bit.
I feel like it's.
You feel like it's wider?
A little wider.
Really?
Deeper, yeah.
Deeper. Oh man, that's a lot of power there.
Yeah.
There.
I like it.
Oh man, I could hear you from Dallas.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is, and I mean the color is slightly different than the other neck, but it sounded as if you you cut through it much more easily.
You can put that over there.
Okay.
Just so I can. Yeah, this definitely.
So what do you think?
Okay. So this one, it makes me want to put more air in the horn because it's bigger. The sound is bigger. I got more power. So if I was in a situation where it was a lot of, electrical instruments and I wasn't really mic'd well, or I couldn't project, I didn't have anything to project. I mean,
you
like
feel comfortable unmiked on
yeah. This feels like it. Okay, that's really big. It's big.
That is huge.
You want
it's huge. No, you can't have it.
Or you gonna really put it to use? You gonna get all the
yeah. As much as
So
I can see now. I'm not gonna tell them, but so much because then so you can give me that horn.
So let me see. You want to try a different neck?
Yeah, let's try a different neck, and let's go to my favorite neck.
This is your favorite?
This one right here coming up. This is the TM Custom neck.
Okay.
And I think that's my favorite.
All right. So Mike says this one is his favorite. So let's see.
Let's see how you
Yeah, it's nice. Deep. It's warmer.
It's warmer.
It's more. Yeah. That's nice. Man, that's nice. I feel like playing something with that one. So let's see what I got. I'm going to find a good one. Let's see. And, oh, there we go. Let's see, what can I do here? That's what I was thinking.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Oh yeah. It was crisp. It was clean. I mean, the lows were just rocking.
Yeah.
And the highs. Oh, my God. there's,
It
I mean, it
pops.
just was popping. And
Yeah.
the evenness
Uh-huh.
from low to high, clearly, I mean, it was, you weren't short. I mean, it was just right on the money.
Yeah, it really felt good. It's kind of like the analogy when you get into a really nice car,
Mm-hmm.
where all of the mechanics and everything is built and ready for you.
Yeah,
So you can push it however you need to.
Right,
you
right,
know,
right.
it cruises. It doesn't make a lot of rumbling when
right,
you steal.
right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
So I feel like, and of course, what happens physically, you compensate when you're on a horn. Not saying that this is a bad horn.
No, it's a great horn.
Mine is a great horn, but this one is more modern. I guess the newer versions.
Mm-hmm.
So I do hear or feel like it plays a lot easier.
Yeah.
And so I would have to adjust my air pressure and stuff that I'm used to working a little different. I won't say hard, but it's just different because every horn is a little different. So, but on this one I have to. It's like, I'm here, baby. Whatever you want to do. That's what I feel. That's what it's saying. But I think this, in terms of this neck, though. Yeah,
what
this
do you think
one.
about the neck? That's the one.
I think this one is the closest.
Yeah.
Because is this the one that came with it? Yeah.
No, that's not the stock. No, this is the stock here.
But it looks almost like, yeah.
See, this
That's
is the
the
stock.
stock.
Right there.
It looks really close to it.
Yeah, it looks close to it. But
I
there's
think
a
the
difference.
color, though, that might have something to do with it. Because that's a good match.
Mm-hmm.
So you were supposed to just pick the one you wanted?
Yeah. Basically, they said, hey, just, here are 3 necks. Pick the one that you like best. And, well, actually 2, because, I get to keep the stock. But it was, so I'm choosing between the Eastman and and that neck that you're playing. And so I'll probably just have them add. I'll probably just keep that one and then send this Eastman back.
So what do we have left?
Oh, okay. So we have, what is this again?
The Warburton?
The Warburton here that we want to try. Hopefully it'll fit.
All right. I think I might have had the camera on you.
Oh, really? The whole time? That'll work.
Seeing your responses.
Yeah. That'll work.
So let's try.
Okay.
So the Warburton, I got this at TMEA, and the cool thing about the Warburton, you can actually screw on different tips.
Uh-huh.
And but I screwed this one on so tight I can't get it off. So we're not gonna try that this time.
Yeah.
But
okay.
I think might have a couple of these too.
So, there is something, and I guess everybody can see this Wahlberg, and when Q mentioned the tip, it just hit me.
Yeah.
That this is not a cork on the end of this.
No.
On the end of this this neck.
Yeah.
It's a metal. It looks like a metal screw-on or something or whatever,
and it has
which is really interesting. So, can you change these out depending upon?
Yeah. So I have the bag right here, and I have another tip ring that you could put on there, and they sound a little different. Yeah. But I've screwed it on there so tight.
Oh, okay. So this one is there to stay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hadn't been able. I guess I could. I probably need some pliers or something, but it's on there too good. So, but anyway.
And it's been a while too. So
yeah. So I'll try this one, and they helped me out. They were at TMEA, and I was able to pick the one that sounded the best. So now we're going to try it on this horn. Now, yeah, it fits.
It's fitting? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So Let's see. Got a lot of buzz. So it's not enough sensitivity. It's like it's edgy and more electrifying more than smooth. You know, what do you hear?
Well, I don't. You know, are you feeling the buzz, or are you saying you?
Not
feel,
in the sound. Yeah, in the sound.
I'm not hearing the buzzy part of it. I thought that. I think that it sounds a bit more edgy. That's definitely
edgy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that all the necks?
I think we covered all of them. Yeah. I think we went through all 6 of them.
All right, let's do this. Since I liked yours so much, the TM one, let's compare it to mine.
Okay.
One more time. Oh, you let you put it there. And see what that sounds like.
All right, so you want your neck?
Yeah.
Okay.
See what it sounds like on this unlacquered one. All righty.
Do you have to open it up, or is it already all the way open?
Yeah. This is a little snug. So, let's see. All right, let's see the one you like.
Oh, okay.
Man, okay. Getting ideas. All right, let's see. What you think?
I kind of like both of them.
You like both?
Yeah. I like
Now I'm curious what it sounds like on my horn.
Okay.
I want to see what the TM custom sounds like on this combination now. This might work a wonder on my setup. All right. Yeah. What you think?
Yeah. I mean, that definitely kicks it up a notch. Let me switch back to yours. Let's hear that again.
Oh, okay.
Let's hear your original, and then we'll pop that back on. Too. I mean, that's good. So, what are you feeling? I mean, is it easier blowing with the other neck, or is it the same?
Well, no, it's not the same. I feel like I got some more to offer with this one, and that's just it's different, but it's different from the standpoint I got some more room that I can explore. So, if I do play this one, it feels like I got a new horn, you know.
A neck will do that, you know. Yeah, a neck will do that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh man. So let me push in. So if I would do something, I would get this neck, you know, to help. Need to tell Randy. Lost it. But
Oh
yeah.
man, now's the time.
Yeah.
Now's the time. Yeah.
Tenor madness.
Tenor madness. Yeah.
Oh man. So yeah, this is nice. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
So we have explored. Yeah, you got a good one.
Yeah, I appreciate that, sir. I think that I think I might hold on to this one.
That's nice.
Because you liked prior to the broadcast, I was playing it and Q could definitely tell the difference or hear the difference in terms of just sheer projection, more power and definitely a much wider sound, which is what I was going for. And just as I was saying to Q a couple of nights ago, but just a much more balanced instrument all the way around. From the highs all the way to the low B flat.
Yeah.
Just what you want out of an instrument where you're looking for that vintage sound.
Right.
But at the same time, or whatever, if you need to take it to a much more, more modern piece, you can do it because you can push this instrument.
Yeah.
So.
So I'm just looking here at the comments. If y'all have any comments or questions before we call it a day. I know we are streaming here, and I got you on Facebook. I see Matt Crunk. What's that? Crunk White? Crunk Night? Crunk? Crunkite? Crunkite. TM Neck, and that's FTW. Fort Worth? Is that what that is?
I think it's Fort Worth.
Yeah. And then Caleb gave me a thumbs up.
Here's a thumbs up.
Yeah. And cool. We have, let me go over here and check out, I can check out YouTube and see what's happening over there on that end of things. Yeah. But yeah, I'm glad we were able to do this one, Mike.
Yeah, I mean, this was a lot of fun and, as usual, very educational. And so, kind of makes concrete my decision moving forward.
What were the pieces you played? Okay. So Paul asked what were the pieces that we played. So I have a vintage Autolink. So I was playing the vintage Autolink on everything. 7-star. So that's it. Thank you for hanging. Once again, appreciate you for helping me out with the broadcast.
Anytime.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Q. Anytime. And thanks for having me here and helping me with my instrument and as well this review.
Yeah.
Hopefully somebody out there will take a look at this and kind of make that research or do that research and everything and find out a little bit more about the Tenor Madness a custom horn line.
Right.
And I think that they have in the 500 SL family, they've got the Cognac. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. You know, I'm not a drinker, so I don't.
Cognac.
How do you know about that, Q?
The color.
Okay, yeah, cognac, and then the silver finish, and I think there's a gold finish, and of course the unlacquered, which is what Q was playing today. But I gotta tell you, man, I mean, like I said, the unlacquered just gives you just that beautiful round projection. It's just so full, and it just blows up the entire room.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, and man, I mean, I just loved hearing it. But again, I mean, it's all, you know, when you've got a great musician like Mr. Fowler here or whatever, it's hard not to sound good on whatever you're playing. But
I appreciate you.
But again, or whatever, you know, you folks out there, go out to the Tenor Madness site. If you're looking to try something, you know, along the line of a new vintage horn, and you don't want to kick out that money for a Mark VI, then check out Tenor Madness and you know, tell them that Q sent you.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you. So it was a question came in one more time before we roll. Mm-hmm. I'll pull this around here. Actually, I might take it off, so that'll sound better for you all on the other side. Okay. So yeah, AutoLink is amazing. I use a 7-star. Yep, that's what I do. Paul said that he uses that, and then Jazz Medic says, how do you recommend an alto player to get a warm sound but still project in a big band setting? Get a warm sound but still project. Warm sound. Well, the key to having a nice sound, period, is always long tones. And that was one of the main things that my teacher told me when I was in high school. Rochella Washington, you know, she had me working on long tones, so I would always play the lowest notes in the bottom of the horn and hold them for a long time till I got dizzy and just blow it. And what happens, just the resonation of the note, the vibration and everything really helps your muscles and your embouchure, you know, get used to knowing where it needs to be in order to produce a nice fat sound. And just from doing that and playing ballads and long tones, playing songs where you have longer notes to hold out and do a vibrato, you're able to, you know, make your sound a lot more bigger. And two, I was in situations where I was playing at church every Sunday, and so it was organ and drums and stuff to where I had to really project. And so, and listening to vocalists too, you know, that'll really help out in your sound, because whatever you're trying to imitate, those qualities and nuances will rub off on you. So, but in terms of projection, though, that's just a matter of finding the right mouthpiece, neck, reed, and stuff like that, and the mechanical things. In terms of your sound, your tone, you know, you're going to sound like you, but you can change some of the tools that you use to help you get to what you want to, like what you would like to with your sound. Like, for instance, me playing on this unlacquered TM, I got more sound because lacquer puts a darker darkening on the sound. It darkens the sound. So when you take the lacquer off, it makes it more brighter. And just me putting the TM custom neck onto my tenor here, it makes it it gives me a little bit more projection. So the material of those tools, what it's made of and all that affects the timbre of the tone and sound and all of that. So those little things help, but you just got to find the right combination, to that fits you to where you're comfortable with, rolling with. So that's it for now. We've been on for a minute, and I'm gonna get off of here, and we're gonna talk some, me and Mike, and call it a day. But thank y'all so much for watching. I really appreciate you. Make sure that you subscribe to this channel. If you're on Facebook, go to YouTube, Jazz Web Shed channel. It's Texas Tenor Music Educators. I'm sorry, Texas Tenor Music Academy is what it is. And you can go there and to the YouTube page and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And leave me a comment. Even if I'm not live, I'll come back and answer your comment, your questions. And I'm always inspired to help you by putting videos out and stuff that'll help you better understand how to improvise and be able to stretch out more in your playing. And if you want to go deeper, you can go to the Texas Tenor Music Academy website and join us. It's an academy where I put videos in there to help you from master classes that I do.
I'm sorry, it looks like Paul actually was asking about the tunes you played. When he said pieces, he was referring to tunes.
Oh, pieces. Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Oh, I played Body and Soul. I played Tenor Madness. And then what else I played? I played Island Dance, which is featured on my CD. The new CD, I don't have it in here, but it's the new one that I've really been pushing. So if you want to get that, you can get the physical copy by going to my website, QuamonFowler.com. And on the front there, you'll see a place where you can get it. The CD release party is on July 6th.
Yeah, I was about to ask that you remind them about that.
Yeah, and it's gonna be July 6th at 7 Central Standard Time. And so if you're local, come check it out. If you're not, I'm gonna stream it. So yeah, I'll stream it, and you'll be able to buy your CD over online too. If you give a tip, I forgot how I have it set up, but anyway, you can go and do that. Anything else?
Oh man, just hey, keep working at it.
Yeah.
Keep working at it.
All righty.
All right, God bless you guys.
All right, we'll see you. Thanks.